Stop recording.
Hello. Welcome to
Landscape. Home button to the right. Back button.
I don't know if you can see me now. Oh, hold up.
Portrait.
Okay, there you go. Now it works better. Okay, so let me tell you all something. Never mind. And now, welcome to Telling Stories with your host, Amazon Echo. Story number 1. Alexa, tell a story.
Canned Destiny. He had been purchased on clearance the day after last Thanksgiving, and for 12 long months, he'd seen other non-perishables come and go. Why is corn an acceptable side all year long when delicious cranberry sauce is good only one day of the year? He couldn't figure it out, but that didn't matter now. All year I've waited to fulfill my destiny, thought the cranberry sauce. And finally, Thanksgiving is here. The dinner bell rang, and footsteps were approaching. Through the door, he heard a voice ask, "Hey, hon, where's the cranberry sauce?" And then someone responded, "Oh, don't worry about it. I made it from scratch this year." No, thought the cranberry sauce. I cannot survive another year in here. I never expire, but still. Just then, the pantry door creaked open. The voice replied, "Homemade? That's a little fancy for me. I like the canned stuff." Hooray! The light flicked on. A hand reached for the cranberry sauce and picked him up off the shelf. "Arrivederci," said the cranberry sauce to the other cans. "Now it's my time to shine." And with an emphatic kerplop onto a plate, he did.
Ooh, that was a good story, wasn't it? Well, it's kind of lame for me, but still. Okay. Now, we're going to tell story number 2. Alexa will tell story number 2.
Audible lets you experience books.
Alexa,
Audible lets you
Alexa.
experience books in a
tell us a story.
Camp Blues. The boy was quiet on the drive. "Aren't you excited?" his mom asked. But he just stared out the window. "When I was a kid, I loved camp," his mom continued. "You're going to make so many new friends." The boy sighed and gave the heavy backpack on his lap a long, nervous hug. In the gravel parking lot, other parents and children piled out of cars, laughing and chatting. It seemed like everyone already knew each other. He was hesitant to open the door, but a bright-eyed counselor pulled it open and smiled down at him. "Hey there, allow me," she said, reaching for his backpack, but he held it firm. "Okay, suit yourself." He followed the counselor across a grassy field busy with kids playing. At the far end was a cabin. "Why don't you drop off your stuff and join us for a game of ultimate frisbee?" the counselor suggested. "I'm not very good at sports," he replied. "If you change your mind, we'll be here," she offered. He opened the cabin door and moved to a nearby bunk, carefully placing his backpack on the mattress. But as soon as he let it go, it teetered off and smacked the floor. Dozens of books spilled out. "Whoa," came a voice from across the cabin. It was another camper, sitting on an opposite bunk and peering over a well-worn paperback. Next to him was another big stack of books. "Want some help?" he asked. The boy smiled at this new friend. Maybe camp wouldn't be so bad after all.
Yes, she's good at telling stories. Not. Somewhat. And now I think we have time for one more famous story from Alexa. Tell a story.
Tango night. It was tango night. Our eyes met across the dance floor. He asked me to dance, and I think I said yes. The band leader gave the downbeat, and the tango began. As we started to dance, our foreheads touched. I felt a spark. It was love at first step.
Well, that was lame. Ooh, oh, you ready for this? Alexa, tell a scary story.
Ghost cow. There's a hilltop on a pasture somewhere far, far away, where no one will venture to work or play. But why, you might ask, since the grass is so green, the sky so blue, the whole scene so serene? Because of a ghost cow who haunts the land. When other cows tip, she will stand. She stands in the sun and the wind and the rain, munching on grass and crunching on grain. And she waits all the while for you to walk by, to give you a scare and maybe a cry. 'Cause since Ghost Cow crossed over, she no longer says moo, but rather cries out a most frightening
Oh. Alexa, tell a scary story.
Here's a good scary audiobook from Audible. It's called Scary Stories for All Ages.
This is
Alexa, tell a scary story.
The Dare. She was halfway up the tree when she thought, I never should have taken the dare. But her brother was waiting, and she didn't want to back down now. When she reached the open window, she crawled into what felt like a bedroom. It was quiet and dark. This isn't too bad, she thought. I guess the place really is abandoned. But her heart was still racing. In the dim light, she spotted something glowing, like a faint, tiny moon. That'll do. I'll grab it and get out of here. But just then, bang! The open window slipped shut, and she heard footsteps approaching. Oh no! She looked around in a panic. Where can I hide? She jumped into the bed and slipped under the covers. She lay there, trying not to breathe, but there was something else. Breathing. And the bed was warm. A scream pierced the darkness and the bedroom door flew open, flooding the room with light. Someone yanked back the covers and, eek, a rat! They always say that, she thought as she leapt from the bed. Fortunately, there was a cat door, and she darted through it. She met her brother in the alley and smiled, revealing a shiny old button in her mouth. He nodded his approval, and then, together, they disappeared into the sewer.
Well, we have reached the end of story. Hold up, let me mute this. We have reached the end of story time with Alexa. You want me to do more videos like this? Well, you can always comment or subscribe to my channel. Maybe even put a like on there. I don't know. I'm trying to get to, I reach 30 subscribe. Okay. You know, my goal is to reach 30 subscribers by the end of May. If I reach 30 subscribers by the end of May, a very, very special video will be coming. I don't know when, but it will be coming. And I'm back to doing videos on my iPad because my phone has no storage on it right now. Well, it does, but barely any. So, I wish you a good night, everyone. And good luck to everyone. And I hope to see you again soon.
Back. Camera chooser. Stop recording button.